Good morning, everyone. How are we today? I hope everyone is doing well. Good to see you all again. I know it's been a couple of weeks, but on the last Twitch stream, we acquired this beautiful Twilio red track jacket, is what they call it. So on our last stream, we built. What did we build? We built a messaging app for my bins. Actually, we'll start the stream by showing you what we did last time. So that's a good idea. Let's do that. And we've been actually using it, so it's been really good. And yeah, today we're gonna continue the fun and show you all the other cool things that we're going to build. And let me pull up this repo from the previous time because I'm also just seeing if I can. Yes, I can see everything, hopefully. And it's not working. That's okay, we're just gonna do. Just so pulling it up on my phone so I can see what is actually going on. Otherwise, I won't be able to see much, will I? Need to make sure that the stream is still live and the internet doesn't go down because we actually did have the internet go down earlier today. Yeah, so the internet like fully went down. Why is that not working? And yeah, it just decided not to work. So that was fun. I just got a message this morning like your internet is down. Oh, okay. Why is the internet down? And yeah, just turns out just Telstra decided to go down this morning. Luckily, our home internet is not going through Telstra because that would have been very bad. But our phone network's going through Telstra. But at least it meant that when I woke up, I was still able to jump on my meetings. I don't want to log in. I just want to, yeah, that'll do. I can still see it. And okay, we got that one there going. Can I fix this one? Yes, I can. Alrighty. So, how's everyone been? I feel like it has been just really hectic recently. And I feel like even though I've joined Twilio 2 months ago now, it has been hectic. But it's been good. I've loved it. I've loved every moment of it. That one still works. That's great. Okay. Alright, that one works. At least I can see it on that one. That will do. This one that one's not doing anything. So, it's fine. Alrighty, let's show you what we built on the last session because it'll kind of help we'll show you what we're doing on this session. So, here's my beautiful GitHub profile. I was like, GitHub, it's just my GitHub. So if we have a look, this is what we built last time, our little red track jacket. And we just built again, it's relatively lightweight app, so don't worry about even putting things into folders. I should probably tidy this up. Let's do the right thing and go and tidy up our folder. So go pop this over here and grab our Git repos. Red track jacket. Here we go. Plonk it over here. And the last thing I was doing on here, I must have been doing a recording. So everything's in white mode. So let's fix that because I do not like white mode. I want dark mode. So let's go. I use the Slack theme. We'll set the color to our nice dark mode there. There we go. Alright, us looking a little better. Eyes aren't burning now. And so we've got this here. So we can just create some folders. So we'll just go, what are these called? Just bin schedules from the PDFs and things. So that one there is just the text schedule, so it can plonk into there. And then we had the original text there. I feel like we're missing some things here too. So let's open up desktop and we'll pull in any bits and pieces. So Twilio request was the last one I was looking at. And it looks like, yeah, we'll pull in the origin as well. Because I'm like, there's definitely a few things here that is not there. And we'll rename this. So OG bin schedules. Because then I've got like the PDF and that kind of thing. And then this is from the Twitch stream. We'll put this in here too, why not? Move, and then we've got our bin schedule page there. Just make it a little bit nicer, and then the rest is our actual, and that's the XML, so that can go up here as well. And the rest looks like it's actually contribution graph Woody. That was from the Twitch stream. And everything else looks like it is. And we'll just do another folder and just go test. We'll just go basic SMS. Because these are just our like test files in here. Actually, is that? Yeah, these are just the original ones that we did. Best Mightiest Heroes, like Kevin Bacon. Yeah, so I'll pop those into here. Oh, and ask me every single time. I'll just tidy this up. So, cool. And then we'll go over here and just go tidy up folder. Folder structure. There we go. That'll be a lot nicer. And we'll go push it over to Origin, and then that will look better. And I'll feel better about what we're doing. Cool. There we go. That looks a lot nicer, like neater. So then when we go here and we refresh this, there we go. So this is what we did last time. Messaging app for our bin reminder. And this actually works as well. So this has been really fun to do and it actually works. Let's also get some music going. So we're going to play a little bit. Let me know if that is too loud. I'll just open up my volume mixer. Put that down. Let me know if that is too much for the stream. Because last time it was too much and I felt bad. I'm just going to log into this Twitch app because it's not working now. Oh, good. And then we're going to go and build some more fun stuff with Twilio. And so last time I earned this jacket from building this bin scheduler. And this time we're going to go and earn a beautiful AI builder pin for this jacket today. That's what we're going to learn. Never use that one. It's like, would you like to save your password? No, I don't want to save my password. My password is happy not being saved. Much nicer. Not now. Cool. Okay, that's good. That's working. Okay, so I got some nice little bit of music going, and this all works. So we actually went and deployed this. So now if I can go into the Twilio console and show you, or I could just run it locally here as well. And that was the last thing I did. Yeah, we have to like open it all up, but it's actually running now. So is the development server? Don't use this. Yes, running. So it is actually running. Funny. And this is that was Python. Yep, bin SMS. The robots are coming. Head for the hills. We want bin reminder though. Python bin underscore reminder dot py. This is interesting. Line 25. What happened here? Oh, because we've set this all up to work. Yes, okay. So yeah, when I go and actually like run this actually works. This is funny though. This won't work from this point here sent at, because we don't, wait a minute, we don't have to take time. Does that mean it's not picking up from my computer? That is very, very odd. That is okay. We don't need that to actually do anything. Yeah, let's see if I actually send it from my phone. So when we've got this set up, because we've got the message service up here, it sends it to that random number there. We don't need that number. I probably should have fixed that up. Hey, that means some random person has been getting a number. Remove. I forgot to remove that one. Remove random number. Whoopsie. Sorry, person who's been getting. I don't think anyone actually owns that number. But basically, what I do is, because we've set this up on the Render.io server, when I want to go and check the bin schedule, I just ping it saying like yo or something, so that it actually just goes and sends it out to me. What is going on here? I mean, it works if I go bin. It should give me a, this is your bin. Unless I've accidentally broken it now that I've uploaded it. Bin, you gotta wait 30 seconds for it to go. Bin schedule, yeah, so your bins go out on Friday, 22nd of August. General rubbish, food, and organic. So it's working great still, which is awesome. Not sure why it's having a bit of a freak out here. It's a bit odd. Interesting. So weird. Yeah, so this is the bin SMS for this. And then there's the actual reminder that goes out. Awesome. Not sure what that is thinking it's doing. We can always ask GitHub Copilot though. Let's go the agent. Yes. Let's go 4.1, might as well. An error on line 25. What's happening here? Let's just see what it reckons it is. It just looks like it's not able to get the date and time. It's because I had multiple numbers in here. Now we only need that. Yeah. There we go. Nope. Still an error. Let's see what it reckons. Yeah. Oh, this was when I was doing the, yeah, so this one doesn't actually work because that's the reminder. This is what we're running. There were a couple of different things we ended up doing. So let's see what the bin SMS is doing. Yeah, so the bin SMS is the one that actually works. The schedule, the reminder is we're still waiting for the paperwork to go through, which is a little bit ridiculous, but that's okay. So yeah, that should be doing its thing now. There, I have not logged into my console. Fun. We'll get that sorted, and then yeah, that's what you would expect there. Because there we go. It takes a little while to spin up, but when you send the message, it just comes through now, which is awesome. So this was fun doing this, and yeah, we got a lot of help from everyone as well, which was awesome. And so when we have a look at our render.io is where we set it up. I'll show you how we set this up. What? Yeah, render.com. We sign in with GitHub. And here is our beautiful bin schedule here. So spins down, but we can see it's been deployed live on this date. And we can go and have a look at the actual environment for this as well. So we've got all our tokens in there, and we can look at how we set this up with here. So we've got our schedule here. This is where it's pulling from our repository. So we ended up having to set this up on a, oh yeah, it's a different one. We ended up having to set this up on the organization repository. So if we have a look at that, yeah. So we only put the ones we needed here. There we go. It's all there, all working. Good fun. Alrighty, so today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. So we'll shut down. What happened there? So we deleted that, did we? Oh, it was for the reminder one. Yes. Let's just leave this. Oops. Alright, we'll save that because that's just what we had there. And then we'll just make sure syntax there. Alright. Push, and then we'll close this one down once it finishes. Cool. Yeah, we'll just leave that there, and we'll just close this folder for now. Alright, so today we're going to go into building some AI with Twilio. So this is a bit of fun, and it should be interesting. Let's see how we do it. So we're going to literally do everything from scratch. And I've got a little bit of a tutorial we're kind of following as well. But basically the challenge that we've got to do is we want to be able to use Twilio's API and AI to build things that are a little bit more fun. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to log into my account. I'll just do this bit off screen so that we can actually see here, Twilio. I think it's this one. I've got a couple of Twilio accounts, so we'll just see which password is which. I'm going to do the am I a human or not? And success. I'm a human, apparently. Verify my identity, so I'll get a code to my phone. Will remember me. All right, okay, back into the console. So this is going to be fun. So we are going to create an AI assistant, and it's going to be different. So we're here, and we want to go and create our first AI assistant, which is going to be a bit of fun. So let us work out where exactly we go to that. So we're in the console here, getting started with Twilio, which is always good. And then we want to go and have a look at, should we be able to just search it here actually? AI assistants. Okay. Mish, welcome to your AI assistants overview. So we're going to create our, first 100 messages, fun. And AI Assistants is in developer preview as part of alpha. So if you do want to use it, it is an alpha product. So we're going to create our first assistant. Now, what I was thinking, because I absolutely love playing Magic the Gathering, and I do want to do this. So let's actually do this today. This is what I want to do. I'm gonna edit the stream name because it's gonna be fun. Let us edit this stream name. Oh, I can't. I'm not logged in here. This is hilarious. Okay. Well, let us go, and I think I can do it from here. Edit. One of these will do it for me. I totally forgot where I mean, I just did this not that long ago. Like to start the stream. It keeps changing. Here we go. Let's build an area for Magic the Gathering. Okay, we are going to do a Magic the Gathering. Now, what should we call our Magic the Gathering bot? I was thinking, of calling it Mike, like Magic Mike, but it's like, yeah. Moxie. I want to just open this while we're waiting. Like, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this works. Send an SMS from to. I have to go into like this one now. Copy location, copy path. Oops. Yeah, okay, still working. Just want to make sure I hadn't broken absolutely everything. Okay, so our Magic the Gathering, so it's a AI assistant to help us play Magic the Gathering. Alright. And then we can put a few things in here too, like we'll think of the name. This AI helps players understand mechanics, keywords, or interactions. Manimate, your buddy that knows all the mechanics. Can explain rules. Help explain rules. And guide us through correct gameplay. So I've asked ChatGPT to give us some ideas. Whisper of the Coast. Oh, that's really funny. Which is a play on words of Wizards of the Coast. Echo Mage, Spell Speaker, Vocal Bolt, Chantbot, Jace, everyone's favorite rules lawyer. That's actually really funny. I reckon calling it Jace would be really funny. Let's call it Jace. I like that. Alright, our assistant's name is now Jace. Cool. Alright. All right, we've created our, well, we're getting there, personality prompt. You are helpful assistant. That is relatively good. So AI assistant, obviously. So we can choose different models here. Knowledge, let's try knowledge optimized. Personality prompt. This is quite fun. So let's have a look at what we might be able to do this. You are a helpful assistant. You are a helpful Magic the Gathering inspired assistant. Let's give me so we can kind of give it like a bit of what it is. So when people think of ChatGPT, they're like, oh, ChatGPT is so helpful. It's like, it's because we as humans have told it to be helpful. Like we could say, you are annoying and dislike answering questions, right? So if we did that for ChatGPT, it'd be like, oh, another question you've given me. Well, you know, punny human who doesn't know what they're talking about. So we can change the way our AI responds and acts based on the type of personality prompt that we give it. So we're giving it a bit of a personality prompt here to say, like, I want it to kind of be like a bit like Magic the Gathering inspired. So we'll come to this as well a bit more, but I want it to be helpful but also quirky. I don't want it to just be boring. Yeah, so we don't want to be boring. Okay, so this is looking good. So we've got our assistant. So let's save our assistant here. And cool, that looks good. Let's have a look at some of the other properties we've got. You can create a customer profile. We don't want to do that for this one. So we can add tools. This is where things get really, really exciting. So we can add specific tools for our AIs to actually our AIs can use these as extra information, right? So knowledge, we can say knowledge source unstructured, such as knowledge bases, company policies, documents. So we could add like a source here. Publicly accessible information containing information for a system. We put in raw text, we put a file in here. So we're gonna put some websites in here because what we want our assistant to do is take in all the Magic the Gathering information. So we've got our personality prompt, and then copy the assistant, which we're gonna use in a bit. So let's have a look at our properties here. And that's looking all good. Channels, different channels we can go through. And yeah, we're gonna add some knowledge. So there's no particular tools I want to use for this, but I want to add in some of the Magic the Gathering mechanics. So let's have a look at this. So we've got the fandom, and then there's also should be the official Wizards of the Coast. Here we go. Magic the Gathering. I wonder how big we can go, whether we just want rules. Here we go. So we probably want it, so keyword abilities is like one of the main things we want to look at. And that we don't know how much it can actually go into like these ones here, but let's just try this from the start here. So we'll go gathering wiki keyword abilities, rules outline for use at least 10 characters. Rules outline for how keyword abilities work. There we go. How many links deep should we import? How many links deep is here? So many keywords. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh look, they already say it there. Oh, they're not all the same. Okay, they're going right down to 80, 90. Okay, yep, they're all here. Yep, let's go 176. Let's see if we can actually do that. It might take a little bit more going that deep. Okay, choose a depth call. Okay, 1 to 10. Okay. We try it monthly. Yeah, okay. We just want it. So we're going to have to go into what each one of these mean, like actually mean. This is going to be fun. It's 28 pages out of 28. Additional rules. Oh, here we go. This is what we need. We need the rules. Okay, let's just save this in the magic for the magic for the moment. Magic gathering wiki rules for playing Magic the Gathering. I don't think there's too much extra we need here. Comprehensive rules. Oh, this is like so much, isn't it, when you think about it? Wow, okay. So let's put that in here. Save that source. Oh, it was an unexpected error. Let's just go to here. What is our unexpected error? Okay, we're getting. So keyword abilities, so we can edit this first. Portal rules. Go back to where our rules are. Keyword abilities. There's so many here. Let's just see how this goes to start off with. And maybe we could do like a couple like individual ones to see how it goes. So different from keyword actions. Oh, there's all these as well. It's like, can't we just import this entire website? Okay, let's try this for the moment. And yeah, foundation mechanics. Oh yeah, this is what we want as well. So they always have really good sites here. New mechanics. So we'll put this in because these are always good. Mechanics. Mechanics that were released as part of the new foundation set. There we go. And let's go one deep. That one doesn't need to update because it's like a feature. Mechanics. Let's get another one if we can. Because all of these, like these are not going to change, are they? So that's release notes. Search. Mechanic. Mechanics are like the main things. So we'll put this one in here as well. Magic the Gathering. Oh, which one was it? I forgot. Eternities. Mechanics. Mechanics for the Eternities set. Sorry. And then I also want to get, I do want to get the one from Final Fantasy because that's the one that I want to actually show. Final Fantasy this is one of the things I want to try out. So Magic the Gathering, Final Fantasy mechanics. I also love Final Fantasy. Mechanics that were released as part of the Final Fantasy set. Okay, URL there. Let's just go there. We don't need to upload it. Okay, so we've got a few like sources here now, which is hopefully helpful, right? And now what we can do is we should be able to go here and let us pause this because I want to try out our prompt. I think there's a way that we can actually test this as well. Okay, so that's our ID up the top here. That's what we'll need. Cool. All right. Where's our simulator? Here we go. Let's see what it does. Please create a chat. What does the... Let's just pick one. What does land cycling do? Oh, here we go. User identity. Okay. Finish, I guess. Create. Let's see what it does. Using AI knowledge, all knowledge sources. I can see what it's doing. Here we go. See, it's like being a bit, yeah, okay, so, okay, it's doing good. So land cycling bought another tweak of this land cycling artifact soldiers campaign. So it's also got it from that part of the source, like the wiki, from the glossary of comprehensive rules. Type cycling from the glossary of comprehensive rules, land cycling. Let's go from YouTube videos as well. But yeah, what we're doing is we're like pinpointing it by giving it some sources as well. Seeker of knowledge. Let me tap into my library and reveal secrets of Landsight. Landsight is a special ability. When you pay the Landsight can discard the card, you get to search your library. In short, Landsight can let you trade a card if you want to know about specific like conjure details. Okay, so that is how I'd like it to answer. Seeker of knowledge. My library and reveal the secrets. Okay, this is good. I like this. So we can go back to Jace, which is our assistant's name. Cool. All right, so we've tested it, and yeah, this is looking good. So we can tweak the personality if we want as well. But let's go back to so we've got Mish. What do I do if I played? Oh, what do we do if I played a card that has trample, but my opponent wants to block with flying? Okay, let's see how this goes. Using knowledge sources, so I'll have a look here. And see what it does. So we can have a look. That's like what it's actually doing. Use spell to destroy it, then its damage is assigned to the player. Classic clash of abilities. I like the way it's. If you attack it with a creature's trample, you promise to block. Here's what. Normal creature trample can only block. Hello, Rand. Thank you so much for the sub. Yay! Glad to have you back in here. This is good. We are creating a Magic the Gathering. It's going to be a chatbot, like a physical voice chatbot when I get there. But yeah, so see how it actually works out when we're getting there. But it is the simulator. It's right now it is explaining how I'd like it to. So it's giving us like classic clash of abilities, and which is like what I put in for the prompt. If you're trampled to But if your trampler does have flying or reach, then the flying blocker can block it. So it's, in summary, trampler doesn't let you leap over, and flying doesn't let you block things you can't reach. Only creatures that can legally block it. If you want to know about any wild combos, just ask, and I'll summon the answer. So I think it's functioning kind of how I want to, which is good. Okay, so now we want to go and create this into an actual Twilio function, because this is just a simulator here at the moment. So we're calling it Jace, which is kind of fun. But let us go and see what we can do. I mean, we can just go and search. There's so many things here. Where did my AI assistant go? Here's my assistants. Jace, that's what we're calling them. I'm wondering if we want to put any other specific. I mean, it's already searching the web too, and it's coming back quite quick as well. So now, if you'd like your assistant to use one, clear and concise language and align with your brand's voice. Who likes to give answers in a fun and quirky manner? Yeah. Effective, engage in friendly conversation, asking clarifying questions. That's cool. Make sure to give a proper explanation of how the card play, how the cards should play out. Okay, let's try that as well. So we'll go back to our simulator and go, if my, oh yeah, here we go. So if my card has trample and my opponent has menace, which activates first. We'll just see what it does. Is that how I spell? Here we go. Make sure we spell it right. So let's just see how it responds now. It might take a while. It's not too bad. Input what happens when a card. Oh, the outputs. Oh, there we go. Out. Okay, so it's actually giving me. That is what it's giving me now. There we go. Oh, it's some on a battlefield. Trample versus menace. Trample's ability. Here is the key. Trample members don't activate in order. They care about different things. Let's walk through the step. You attack with your trampling beast. Let's make it a bit more concise, because we want it to and make sure it's concise so we can keep the, what's the special Twilio specific source? The scaffolding. Hang on 1 second. Keep the card game moving. Okay, so Twilio is providing, so Twilio is great because it provides both like the platform and the infrastructure to be able to do things, right? So right now, this is a beta, or sorry, an alpha. So it's not like, it's still in like initial stages. But what we're about to do once I configure this too is build a bridge. So the Twilio source here too is like, yes, the scaffolding helps here. So being able to do this is helpful, and yes, a lot of playgrounds do this as well. But what we're going to do then is go and plug it into like voice, so then we can use like phone numbers to just like call up Jace and ask how to play Magic the Gathering essentially. So let's go back to this one. Okay, I played a card that has 3 next to the symbol. Let's see if we're going a bit more. It's not just mechanics now, so cool. Okay, there we go. So this is a little bit not like shorter now. The blue mana symbol. Let me scry the meaning. This card's mana cost is 3, or in play mode 3 generic mana and 1 blue mana. Here's how to pay. The 3 means you can use any color of mana to pay the part-time, and the blue word drop means you must pay 1 blue mana. Perfect. It's exactly what I want. Spend a total of 4 mana. Cast away young mage. Kind of want it to be a little bit more direct and to the point. So and quickly to the point so we can keep the card game moving. Okay. With paste. What does that mean? Okay. Let's see if it just like responds a bit quicker now. So we can see again what it's searching. So, this is perfect. This is what we want. Haste is speed or key let your creature. Normally when you play a creature, it gets summoning sickness, but if your creature has haste, ignore it. So see if you can swing with it or use its tap abilities. Its turn. Unleash the speed. Love it. Okay, this is good. Now what we want to do is go and build the Twilio function. So here's where the Twilio stuff comes into it. So Twilio has lots of functions, which is like fun. So there's lots of different functions we can build in here. So let's have a look at our Twilio functions. So we've got functions and assets. So there's lots of things that we can do with Twilio functions. So we can build communications apps. We can host all the files we need with all the assets. So essentially this, again, as I said, Twilio provides the platform, the infrastructure for you to be able to go and build lots of cool things, right? So we can write our custom code and we can store our files within the assets as well. So here we want to create a service. We're just going to call it an AI bridge because this is going to be the bridge between that AI assistant we just made and how to actually like get to it. So call it an AI bridge. Cool. And then we're going to click the, we're going to create a function here. So we've kind of got like an environment now set up, which is cool. I just realized it's all in white mode. Why is it in white mode? User settings. I wonder if there's like a not white mode. I'm always into like, yeah, why is it so white? Okay, it's all like, yeah, preferences. Here we go. So is the dark mode. No, that's it. Cool. All right. We're stuck with light mode. That's all right. Okay. All right. It's going to use some JavaScript too, which I'll need to get that JavaScript. Okay. So we want to add a new function. So we can also upload a file as well. But yeah, we could just actually just add a new function. So we're going to call this the AI handler. Okay. Cool. Awesome. And then, cool, so we get some like starting code, which is like cool. Yeah, like so Twibble's like our Twilio library for doing stuff. This one that we're using today is going to be JavaScript. So we are going to go and grab some starter code that we've already got. So let me just pull that into something. It's using JavaScript, so just even tell us down here, which is cool. But why is this not working? I only have one set up here. What is the easiest way for me to... Oh, actually, you know what? I did copy and paste this over to here. I have got this code. So we've got some starter code for people to play with. So I've got some of the starter code over here. Again, JavaScript, which is, I find fun because, you know, JavaScript. I don't have the red track jacket thing. 1 second. I did not put it over here. AI challenge. Here we go. Let's put it into... Oops. I just made a new one. Give me 1 second. plonk that in there. Okay. Give us a second, that'll come across so we can use that code. So Twilio has given us some starter code to help out here, and we can go and grab some of the this starter code, and we'll change it up a little bit too. So the code that we've been given, which I'm just uploaded, so give it a second. It is code that is like the function for handling like how the AI works. So yeah, and this is cool. Like it's like we can go and just like build it all in here. I don't need to go and like do other things. I don't need to go build it off somewhere else to start. So again, they all look the same, starter code, but so we can start with this, but we've also got some cool things that Twilio has actually given us to start with for this week. Okay, okay, it's looking for changes. All good while that's happening. We'll talk about what we're going to do as well. So we've got all these environment variables down here, which I will do this off screen so you're not seeing stuff, but essentially it's like creating the end file in VS Code. It's just, this is providing you everything you can, like essentially you don't need to go off Twilio if you don't want to. I believe, as I said, you can just like upload a file. So if you've got something you've already worked on or you've done it in another editor, you can just like upload it here. So while that's going, I'm going to go full screen so we don't get all the things. And I'm just gonna put in actually it doesn't really matter, I don't think, but yeah, it's just our assistant. So we're just gonna grab the SSID. So just go back to, again, I'm just off screen while grabbing like environment variables and random things like that. So we've got to go back to our assistant that we just created, and we can go under my assistants and we can grab the SSID. It comes up, actually it doesn't really matter, I don't think. So you can see like your assistants here, so you have your list of all your assistants and you have your SSID here. Don't think it really matters too much. So yeah, cool, that's there. I mean, theoretically I probably shouldn't do, like, you should always keep those sort of things secret, which is why it's put in a secret thing, but I don't know, it's fine, it's all fine. So now it's added as our environment variable, so we can now go and do we can go and like add other environment variables if we had other ones there. We don't need that welcome one. So again, this is behaving almost exactly like VS Code. So we've opened up all our bits and pieces on the side here. So has that code? Yep, so we've got this. Let me open this one. I'll pull in some of this code that we've got. This is now way easier. Just do it like this. Okay. Okay, so we've got, this did not say stay in a code block, so this is going to be fun to figure out. Let's see how this, oh yeah, it came in okay, cool. Alright. Was that supposed to be something else? I don't think so. I think it's just exports handler. Oh, I can also change this to, I think, can I change this to different? Yeah, even better. I like Python, so let's use Python. I've been using Python, so it did not change. No, it's not changing. It's the, okay, I see, it's a code block. Okay. Alrighty, let's have a look what we've got here and try and we'll step through this. So we've got for voice, the input will come from the gathers widget. So we've got our incoming voice. This is the text content of the message. So person puts in the either text that's going to go to voice, and this is the phone number as well. So we've got what is the incoming text. We're going to log that, and we're going to see what the phone number is of the person as well. So I'm having trouble connecting to assistants now. Let's make this a bit more fun. Jace. Oh, let's use yeah, here we go. If Jace isn't contactable, I'm gonna use ChatGPT to figure out this one. Themed message we can give to the user. Yeah, let's make it a bit fun. Jace is phased out. Try summoning him again later. I love that. Here we go. Try summoning him again later. Your message fizzled on the stack. Oh, that one's good too. Jace is currently trapped in another timeline. He'll return soon. Try again later. The connection to Jace has been countered. Please attempt to resolve again. Untap and try again next time. Is shuffling his library. Reach out again later. I like tapped out. Try summoning him again later. Although phased out is actually good, so let's leave that one. I like that. That's pretty good. All right. Okay, and then we've got we're gonna fetch the API URL to where our assistant is actually located, so where Jace is located. These are all the bits and pieces coming in from the user. So when I wrote in like my user ID before, and we're also transcribing so this is going to be voice. So we're going to be transcribing what we ask as well. Okay, assuming the text response API assistant error. Yeah, this is just for the console. So these are I want to do some fun stuff though. These are good. AI assistant API error. Trapped in another timeline API error. Okay, there we go. And then we can log the errors there, and then we return back to the return the message back. Okay, cool. That's looking good. So we'll save that. So we've got our nice little thing here. Cool. And then we can click deploy, and we can go and deploy this out as well. So make sure we've got it all. Yep. And then let's deploy that. So we're starting to build. We're building. This is so much easier than trying to do it like somewhere else. Alrighty. And then we're going to build out the flow for how this works. So we've deployed the environment there. Cool. So now we're going to build out the flow for how this actually works. And what's really great about this is I'm going to do it with like a low code, no code way of doing it so that people can see how this actually works and how you can do it if you're not a developer as well. So Twilio has this great thing which I showed off a little bit last time called the Twilio Studio. So Twilio Studio allows you to build a workflow of how something is actually going to happen, right? So let us go over, we can just search for it up here so we can get to it. So here we go, here's our Twilio Studio. And when it opens up, it'd be like a drag and drop. Okay, so we did I was just showing people on the last stream how you can build some just drag and drop functionality to build a workflow and get an SMS out there or do something, right? So this one we just had a bit of a play around with, so not much there. This one, we're going to build out the whole flow. So, dashboard, go back to Studio, down here, go back to flows, all the way down the bottom here, and see my flows. and we're going to create a new flow, and we're going to call it Jace AI Assistant. Gathering assistant. Next. Okay. So we're going to start from scratch. So this is what's great about Twilio Studio as well. It gives us some basic workflows we can start from, but we're going to build this one entirely from scratch. Cool. All right. So now we're going to build how this actually works. And again, this is what we saw on the previous one. So now we're going to get what do we do when a message comes in to start with. So let's go to our messaging. So what do we want to look at first? So yeah, we want to go from incoming messages. So where's our incoming messages? We don't want to do voice yet. We don't do messages. Send and wait for a reply. So we're going to go and plonk this here. Cool. Right, incoming message. One sec. Let's have a look. So this trigger is already here. Incoming message. Do we drag that on? I haven't played much with the studio. I'm like, do we drag it onto there? Okay, and then we go configure. Okay. Let's okay, so we'll send and wait for a reply. Now we've got this here, we can go and configure it. And then we connect okay, so we do actually connect that. How do you connect it? Again, I have not done this before. Oh, there you go, you drag it there. There we go. Okay, so it's actually relatively intuitive. I just haven't used this before. Let's zoom in a bit too. Okay, so we're connecting it. So when we got an incoming message, we're going to send a reply back, right? So, oh yeah, we want to do that. So we're going to call this a welcome message. Send welcome. So we'll send a message to the user so they first do it. Click on, and we're going to make this a custom one, and we're gonna use ChatGPT to do a lot of this. Let's have a welcome message from Jace. So I'm using ChatGPT to help out with a lot of the just building building out some fun creativity to Jace, right? So okay, so we've got greetings, Planeswalker. I do like that one. It's a bit. Oh, I like the you summon me successfully. I'm Jace. Let's play smart. Mind magic at your service. What's your question? Knowledge is power. What do you seek? Okay, let's go. I like the greetings. Okay. I'm Jace. Your guide to Magic the Gathering. Ask me anything about the multiverse, I'll share my knowledge. Let's go. There's Jace. So I like the you've summoned me successfully, but yeah, Master of Mind Magic. Shorter and snappier. So you've successfully summoned. I'm Jace. Oh, I like that one. What knowledge do you seek? Yeah. Jace, at your service. I like the what knowledge do you seek? Yeah, that's cool. I like the what knowledge do you seek? look at Jace reporting in. I've drawn the right card. Knowledge, ask away. Yeah. Oh, whoops, that's my headphones going off. I'll need to put them back on when we want to try this out. Okay, Jace at your service, what knowledge do you seek? I do like the what knowledge do you seek, but I kind of want to make it like, playing Magic the Gathering. Yeah, I like that one. What Magic the Gathering guidance or knowledge do you seek? Yeah, give it a bit more like context. Okay, so we've got a nice message there, which is cool. Reply timeout. Yeah, that's fine. Cool. Now we need to actually connect this, so we can see we've got like a missing required transition for a reply event. We've got nothing here, right? So what we need to do now is we need to connect this to our AI assistant. So let's save that. And then we want to add a run, changes to float. We want to add a run function to this as well. So I'm going to plonk that on here because we've built the little function that we have with that, the code. So we're going to connect this to our reply here. Cool. Make it a bit make it look a bit nicer. Cool. And then we are going to rename this one. This one's going to be our bridge. I'm just going to copy this over. It's easy. Our message bridge. And then we're going to use our AI bridge that we created just before. And we're going to choose the UI environment that we've got. And then we built our AI handler. So there's that random welcome message that we don't need because it's just a welcome message. And our AI handler here. Okay, so things are there. And then we want to actually add our function here. So we want this to be our body. And we want this to be an inbound message here. Cool. And then we're going to save that. URL must not be null. Yes, we're going to fix that. Cool. Okay, now we want to send a message. So welcome message goes out. Message goes in from the user. And now we want to send the reply. So we're going to send a message. It's getting quite big, this canvas. Maybe we should make it a bit more like to the side. That way. I still feel like this is the easiest way to see it because of the things there. Okay, cool. So we want to go connect this to here. So it goes, if this is successful, we want to go and this is going to be a send reply. And then we're going to use this widget as well. There we go. And then we are going to save that. And we're going to publish this as well. And publish it. Okay, so that when we publish it, that's activating the flow, the studio flow. Okay. Alrighty, now we want for an incoming call. So we're going to get a voice. So we're going to get an input here. I'm going to drag this over to here. Move that down there so it doesn't look like it's going there. And we're going to make this the welcome message for the call as well. And we're going to make this the exact same message here. So it's going to be said rather than typed out. default language. Can we actually hear what some of these ones are? That is going to be fun. So we can try out different ones as well. So message voice. It says Alice, man, woman. Joanna, Kendra, Kimberly, Joey, Justin, Matthew. We'll try out different ones, but let's see what we do. Okay. Speech recognition language. I'm going to be talking in. Yes. We want to filter out those things. Okay. Save. That looks good. Cool. And then we're going to add another function here. We're going to add another run function. So we're going to run the bit over there that we made before as well. So we're going to call this dunk. So what we're doing here is everything we did with our AI before. So we created like the AI bit, right? And now we're using Twilio to be able to like host that. And so we're saying that when a welcome message comes in, if it's text, we want it to go by text. If it's voice, we want to go by voice as well. So this is going to be AI bridge as well, but it's going to be voice. Make it the same. So it's going to be, we'll call it speech because we've got message and speech as well. And we're going to use our bridge again that we've made, and then we're going to use our UI handler, basically all the similar things we had, and again that AI handler we made just before. So we've got a URL there that Twilio makes for us, which is really, really nice. And then we can add the parameter in here as well. So we want to add in, let's have a look. And we want to add, just the body again. And then we want to add speech this time to our value. Yeah, cool. We'll save that. And then we want to cool. And do we need to add another one here or not? We saved it. And then what do we do? We did that. We should be able to add another one, right? Another function. Or can we only add one at the same time? Okay. I think we can only add one. Oh yeah, here we go. Add another one. We can add two of these. Yes, is what I wanted. And then the trigger here. Save that one too. So now I've got. Do we have two? Do we? Oh yes. So we've got two. We've got the body and the from. There we go. So both our functions. That's what we needed. Perfect. And then we want to add another widget here. So we want to, when this is successful, we want to actually play a message. So we want to play our reply here. Cool. And then we want to take in what we've got, what we built just before. There we go. And we want it to be Australian, even better. Number of loops, cool. And then we got the voice as well. So we'll need to, do we not have the same one? It's probably like, okay, let's leave it on the default because then it should use the previous one we've chosen up there. Cool, save, and then we can publish all of that. Okay, now this is the other fun thing. We get to now connect this to a phone number that we've got with Twilio. So we can go back to our dashboard. We can have a look at our phone numbers. We probably need to buy another phone number. I don't think I have another one for this one. So we probably want to buy another phone number. So active numbers, I think I've used them all up. Yeah, I've used them up. So let's buy another number. Fun. We want to change it. Let's use an Australian number. So we're using a number. So we're using the server here, and we want a mobile number. Why have we got phone numbers? I suppose we can just like. I'm wondering if a mobile number would be easier. Mobile numbers are usually easier. Search. Than trying to have a landline. They're a little bit more expensive, but alright. Ooh, 007. That's a nice number. 331. Oh, I like that one. Let's buy that one. I think that's a cool one. What other numbers are there? So you can like search for digits and stuff that you want. 83 is a nice one. Let's go 483. Probably the 6 one's probably gone now. Oh no, 483. I can choose some nice ones. Yeah, that one's nice. Let's get that number. I always have fun choosing numbers. Okay, cool. So we've got the number, messaging, voice move route to the US. Interesting. Okay, so that's the global routing. We'll just go individual and assign my bundle and then my address as well. Bye. So the great thing about doing all this with Twilio is Twilio. So what happens in Australia now? You can't just go and like buy a phone number somewhere. You have to go to a store, have your number verified, or have your person verified, your like address and your ID and everything has to be verified. You can't just buy a number anymore. Twilio, when you're setting this all up for the first time, allows you, just provides that interface for you to do all that. It facilitates all that to happen. So when you're going to buy a number, once you've done all that once, so when I've already done it the first time, it took me like, probably a few hours to be like verified. And now whenever I buy a number, I can just attach it to that, like the person that I've made, the person I've verified. So I've put in like my ID and my address and everything, and I've been verified. So now I can buy numbers, which is awesome. Okay. So we've got a number, buy a number. There's voice of the choose any number that comes up for blah, 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 blah. And we've got a number, and then we're into the configure space, which is where I am. Okay. So for when a call comes in, we're going to go to, so instead of using a webhook, which is like if we deployed our code out somewhere else, we can just use it directly from the flow now. So this allows us, like, I don't even need to worry about like deploying it somewhere. It's just like here. So this is awesome. So we can just go here. So we can set, like, when a call comes in, go to our flow, use the flow that I just created, and then I can literally just click save configuration. And I should be able to do the same for when a message comes in as well. And so when a message comes in, we go to our flow, go to our assistant, and save. And I'm pretty sure there's like nothing else we need to like do. So let's like go and like test it out now as well. So when we cool. So I think we could just go and try this out now. So I can go to messaging and try it out. We can send WhatsApp messages too. So let's try sending a WhatsApp message to this one that we just do. So this is our sandbox for using like WhatsApp. And we can go and let's check this out. And yeah, phone is a bit tangled. Let's try this. That is me. WhatsApp me. Okay, so we're in join Storm Spring. Okay. It's so funny. The last time I used this was when I did the Twilio Quest stuff. So it's still here. That is so cool. Okay. All right. So we can have a look at this now, and then we should be able to. Let's have a look. Let's just have a look. So we're in the sandbox now, which is awesome. Do I have to go back to the studio? I think I might have to go to the studio now. Yeah, so go back to the studio and have a look at this. So open this up in a fresh tab, go into my flow. And I have to get it from the WhatsApp sandbox. Okay, so I can add it in here. Okay, so we'll go here, go back to our studio, grab the flow here. And then trigger box, here we go. And then we want the webhook URL. There we go. So grab this one, we go back to our WhatsApp sandbox, and we go our box settings, and we're going to do it here. Save. Cool. And then we can test it. Okay. I think we can do this now. Let's have a look. When a message comes in, yeah, go to that. Okay. Use of WhatsApp to send the number from your device. Okay, is this the right number? Yes. Okay, so now we should be able to try. Hi. Let's just see if it actually does something first. Jace, this is so cool, it's working. Jace, at your service, what Magic the Gathering knowledge do you seek? What happens when I use trample on an opponent with flying? Question mark. Okay. So I'm texting to see how this works. And then it might take a little bit because the latency in, so this is what is really interesting. I was talking to someone about the latency in Australia is not because of Twilio. The latency is because of the AI. So when I say hi, it's like Jace at your service, that is instant, comes back. So that's from the Twilio server. So we have a Twilio server set up in Australia. What happens when I go, oh, hey, I want to do this, this, and this, and it's got to go all the way to the AI servers, which are in the US, and then come back, and then hopefully it will give me an answer eventually. I can also use, let's have a look at there is the Twilio dev phone, which we can practice with as well. If I can get this set up. Yeah, okay, I don't have Twilio CLI on here, but let's see how long this takes to work. But we can also try, because we've got this set up, let's also try calling this number. Let's try calling the number and seeing what it does as well. No, it goes to there. Give me the number. I just want the number. Okay, let's see what happens when we call. Here we go. Okay, I have to type it out. Alright, let's try it. 1 4 1 5 5 2 3 8 8 8 6.
voice URL to change this message. Let us know if we can help you in any way during your development.
Okay. Okay, so it's only sending a message. So WhatsApp only is doing message. So, okay, so the sandbox only works for when a message comes in, not for the actual voice stuff. So text or call your Twilio number. If you're on WhatsApp, send a message. Okay, so I should be able to call the Twilio number I just bought. The number I just bought. Phone numbers. Active numbers. Yeah, here we go. So I should be able to call this number. 048394. And theoretically, you should be able to call it as well. Cool.
Jay Spellerin, at your service. What magic, the gathered guidance, or knowledge do you seek?
Thanks, Jace. I want to know what happens if I use trample on an opponent. It just it actually ends the call. Maybe because I didn't say anything quick enough. But it works. So what we can do as well is we can go and change the voices that we got. So let's call it a few times and see which voice we actually like. So it works. What Magic the Gathering guidance do you seek? Polly, Matthew. Why are we only... where was... I think it was here that I got to play a message. Why is it only giving me 2 options now? There we go. Let's try a different one. What if it's just a man? Okay.
What magic, the gathered guidance, or knowledge do you seek?
Okay, I'm gonna change this as well so it's not this. Because in voice it just sounds weird. Okay, so let's change it to... Joey. Hopefully it sounds a bit different. They both sounded the same then.
Jay Spellerin, at your service.
They all sound the same.
The gathered guidance or knowledge do you seek?
They all sound the same, don't they? Oh, because I didn't click publish. Okay. Gotta remember to click publish. Man. Okay, save. Publish. Publish. Okay, now we got this.
Jay Spellerin, at your service. What Magic the Gathering guidance or knowledge do you seek?
That sounds better. Magic the Gathering, like he says it in one go. Okay, let's try a different voice. It's Kendra. There's so many calls to this number.
Jay Spellerin, at your service.
Okay, that's not what we want. Kendra, Kimberly, Joey, Justin. Let's try Justin. Now we've got to publish it. Remember to publish it.
Jay Spellerin, at your service.
That does not sound right, does it? Nope. Let's try Matthew. This is fun. Working out which ones.
Jay Spellerin, at your service. What magic...
That was the first one I tried, I think. So Matthew's probably the nice one at the moment. Kimberly, Joey, Justin. But Steven.
Jay Spellerin, at your service. What Magic the Gathering got?
They all sound very similar, don't they? So I don't know what this new BBC standard. Yeah, let's just use WaveNet. That's so weird. Matthew sounded the best, so we'll keep it at Matthew. So this is Matthew.
Jay Spellerin, at your service. What Magic the Gathering guidance or knowledge do you seek?
Yeah, I'd like to know what happens if I use trample on an opponent. It just ends. Why does it just end? Okay, let's have a look. So let's save that. Okay, right. So at the moment, why is it just ending? Because that's also why I'm not getting a response with my WhatsApp, is we're not getting anything coming back through. So what is actually going on here? Confirm that you get responses. No, we don't get any responses. Which means we've done something somewhere along the way, which is fun. So let's go work out what we've missed along the way. So let's go back to our wonder where do we go to see our studio for not this one. I want to go back to AI Assistant. No, I want to go back to console. And then I want to see what my AI assistant and see what we're getting. So at the moment, it's just like we're not getting a response back. Okay, so let's go to develop. We want to go to assistant. My assistants, and then we'll have a look at what is actually happening with this. Tools. Okay, so the simulator is definitely working. Okay, let's see what we've done wrong. So we've got our assistant. We know it's working. So it's in our function. Where's all my functions? So many things. It's easy to use the search bar up the top. So functions. There's something happening in here. Where it's not quite working. No assets. Where's my where is managed services? Oh, that's it there. I think it's right there. You have no functions. Like, I swear there was a function. That's why it's not working, because my function did not work. That is really, really weird. We definitely made a function. I don't know where it's gone. And it's like, it's picking up the AI, like the one we created. So AI bridge, right? It's there. So where did it go? Yeah, here we go. Services. This is it, right here. Let's have a look what we've done. Okay, so we've got the... Maybe that exports async function, but... Okay, it's changed a little bit, so we'll just save that and see if that works. Okay. Save function. So it should be working though, right? Because I don't see anything where it wouldn't be working. So let's just wait till it's deployed. And let's see if when we deploy to environment, the bridge, environment variables. So, yep. So, yeah, it automatically adds your Twilio credentials, which is great. You don't have to worry about that. And so, let's see if there's live logs on. Let's see what happens when we message. Okay, so it's not, okay, here we go. So we've got failed to load the module. Okay. There is an issue. Failed to load the module. Task, make sure. Export name syntax error. Let me just see if it might be because of might be something in here. It's like we've got a code block here. Maybe this, did I have am I missing something? I'm missing a semicolon at the end. I wonder if that is like destroyed everything. Okay. Hello. Oh, it's still building. Deploy to environment. Okay. What does haste do? Okay, we're still getting an issue. And it's just like, it's just Jace here. So it's in the nearest JSON package, use no trace warning to show that the little warnings are coming up. It's always fun when it doesn't work. Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm just doing some troubleshooting on the other side. Okay, let's get these so we don't lose our little Jace messages, because these are good. And while that is loading, I'm also going to go to the bathroom. So we have a really, really quick break for everyone. Alright, I'll just go to, we'll just do that. And just go to a, where are we? Back in a second. Blocks have a true loopback ability after response. That is what I'm trying to work out, because theoretically, like right now it's exiting. So we're not actually getting it to follow. It's not following through at the moment. So there might be something going on where it's like we have just got something incorrect in here, so it's not actually executing the full code, which is not great. We will get there though. Let's see how we're going. I'm just doing a bit of troubleshooting on this end because I've got a bit more visibility on this other side. So I'm just logging into the console from this end. And I'm not going to change anything for now either. So let's see what we've done. I'm going to go to functions here. And then we should see it update on this end over here. In 1 second when we get there. I'm also feeling like, did we? No, so this it's all classic stuff. That's okay. That's configuring. We've already got that there. Should see it on my list. Okay. So sometimes when I'm going into it, it's giving me like no functions. So it's saying that like when I go into here, there's a couple of times where it's like you don't have any functions. So we don't have any functions for some reason. But that makes zero sense because we definitely have the function. Functions list classic. But if we go to overview, it's like they were definitely here. Yeah, so it's in services. So I think we just did it in the wrong bit. No, because that's just the overview of it versus this. So I think what we've done is we might have created a service versus a function. So let's just see if this is going to be the problem, and we'll just create it here. This may have actually been the problem. This definitely looks very, very different to what we had. So, AI bridge. Yeah, I think this is exactly what we've done. Although it does look a bit different. Let's call it AI handler. Same as we had before. Okay. Let's see if this is what it was trying to do. So there's assets, which I had. I think we did not create an asset. I have no services. So let's just I'm just deploying it on another end just to see if this works. Yeah, so there's no loop functionality. So what it should do is it should go back to the start and do it again. So there's no like loops within the code. Actually, no, there is one. There's a yeah. If the response is okay, then send back the response like from the body. If it's not, then send like there's the error, like we can't get in touch with Jace right now. And if there's an error, so if there's an error with the API, send that error to the console. And if there's an error with the AI assistant, also send that to the console. None of those were actually executing. So it wasn't even getting to the if statement. It was breaking like before. So let's just go right back from here. Functions. So this is like functions list classic. Functions. This is like classic functions, but this is different versus the other one, but let's try this out. Okay, so this is the old version of functions. So this old version doesn't give us nearly as much functionality as what we had before, where we can like add the environment, the settings and stuff. So we are going to delete this because this is not what we want. So yeah, there's two types. So there's the classic functions, which is just those very basic functions we have where you have to go configure all these individually. Or there's the new one as well. So we can go here and like we can now create a service, which is exactly what we did before. So let's just do it again. Name it AI. I'm just going to try it out again. AI bridge. And see if there is something that we actually got stuck on. Okay, so here we go. So this is what we had before. So this is much more. It gives you the whole environment to go do it in, not just nothing. So let's just. I'm gonna add it from the other side. So let's go add function. We call it out AI handler. And I'm just going to see if this works here. See how we get out hello world. Save. And now let's see if this comes up on this end. Overview. Functions overview. So we should be able to go to our services and see that one I made 2 seconds ago, apparently. AI handler, here we go. Okay. Environment variables. So we've got our Twilio credentials already going in, and then we will have to go and also put our the AI we just created as well. So our assistant, we won't be able to get the value. There we go. This might be it. Maybe there was a space at the end. Who knows if that... Oh, actually, it shouldn't have been the reason because it was still going to the first bit. Okay. We'll add a couple of things. Like here, it's like should not have any problem. These are like inside brackets. There should be no issue. Literally should not make any difference to that. Okay, so we save that. Now we'll need to go and we've created a new one, although it's called the same thing, but we'll just go to our flow and make sure that everything is still okay. This is our welcome message, so that this is okay in text. goes to text, it should be fine. And then we need to connect to here. So this is what isn't working. So we've removed all these now. So now we want the, yeah, it's our message. Now we've got this new one because it would have removed it from the other one. So we've got this. We've now got our UI environment. We should have our AI handler. Oh, it is not there. Do we? Oh, I haven't deployed it. There we go. That would make sense. It's like, why isn't it there? Oh wait, we haven't deployed it. Okay. Deploying, building. Deploying. Okay, cool. We're there now. And cool. Alright, now we should be able to, that's our welcome message. Yep, now we should be able to go here. We should be able to go the bridge, our UI environment, and our AI handler. Cool. Update them, so save that now. So we've got our body and widgets, and we also want this one. So we should have 2 for each and save. So body and from. We've already saved that. Yep. And then we want the reply to come through. Success reply. Yep. Cool. And okay, we'll save that. And then let's double check this one now. So we've got our message, we've got rid of that. So this is all working fine. It's just not going to here. So now we've got our AI bridge, our UI environment, we've got our AI handler now. Save, we've got our body and our from. Save all that. So we've got our gather, welcome speech, and our trigger call. Cool, okay. And then we've got our say and play as well. So play, reply, say a message. Should go through there. Set to the same voice as before. We went with Matthew, didn't we? Okay, so we can see if this works now. We've used the same flow, so theoretically this should work. Let's have a look. So that's it, we've connected it to, should be connected to the same thing, to our same sandbox. Was there a different sandbox we need to connect it to? I don't know why we have 2 of these. Okay, here we go. What does haste do? To do. Don't need that one as well. Okay. Oh, this was in our thing, wasn't it? So let's go back to. Oh, it's working. Cool. So I must have just missed something. Haste is a keyword ability. It's a creature ignore summoning sickness. Cool. So I was gonna say what we want to do. If I go to the console, I should be able to see that actually working. Deploy to environment. So in our WhatsApp Messaging. There's a virtual phone we can try out as well. The WhatsApp message is what I want to see. So yeah, it looks like it's working. Okay. Awesome. Alright, now let's try calling that and see what it does. Okay, so it looks like it's actually...
Jace Bellerin, at your service. What Magic the Gathering guidance or knowledge do you seek?
What do I do if my card has trample? Okay, the call is ending, but... So the call is breaking, but the WhatsApp is going through. Okay. So the WhatsApp is working. Trample is the ability to let your big stompy creatures smash through blockers. Okay. Deployed to environment. Why are we not seeing... Oh, here we go. Live logs. That's what I wanted. So what's happening is it's getting out. It's not continuing the chat. JSpell. What does flying do? Okay, so why isn't the live logs coming through? Should be coming through. Here we go. Now it's coming out. So phone number, WhatsApp, execution ended. So it's ending. That's the thing. Like, so we can expand the conversation, integrate more features, and customize the responses. So the next thing to do here would be to actually get it to continue the conversation, not just finish. So what's happening right now is it's doing a single thing, and then you've got to go like call them again. But it's also still not working with my this. So I'm just trying to work out, is it because the message comes in? So we want to do the same for the WhatsApp. Sandbox settings. So that's when a message comes in. It does that. What about virtual phone? And why is this taking so long to load? Okay. Choose my phone number. So here. Alright. Phone number. Send your first message. So I could also send this to this. Let's try this. See if this works. Message. Hello. JSpell at your service. Okay, so I'm getting it on my end. Why is this not coming up? Oh, okay, so it's... so I'm not able to send messages. That's... So it works for... Why is that not working on here? Because I haven't put it in the development environment. That's fine. But it's working on my phone. So when I send text message, what does... saddle do? Okay, so the voice isn't working. The execution ended. Okay, so yeah, so I can see like what does saddle do? What does flying do? And it sent it. So yeah, so I've got the message now. And you can see like I got the number, the message, done. So these ones like, this is interesting. So it just says like a WhatsApp message, whereas this actually says what came through. Oh no, it can't come through here. What does flying do? Cool. What does saddle do? Okay. You seek the wisdom of saddle. Yes, I do. But why is the phone number not working? So the phone number is working for here we go. This is why. User said user pressed keys. So we actually wanted to go to here instead. I'm just gonna double check. I'm pretty sure it's because this is there. The user said something. So drag call input, gather input on call. So that's incoming call, or it should be incoming conversation. No, incoming call. Yeah, user said something. This is why we're not getting it. There. Now that theoretically should work. So the user actually said something. So let's see what happens here.
Jace Bellerin, at your service. What Magic the Gathering guidance or knowledge do you seek?
I want to know what happens if I use trample.
Trample, the classic way to stomp over your foes. Here's the quick and magical rundown. If your creature with trample is attacking and gets blocked, you assign enough damage to the blockers to be lethal, enough to destroy them, even if they'd survive due to indestructible or similar effects. Any extra damage left over can be assigned to the defending player, planeswalker, or battle you're attacking. Trample only matters when attacking and being blocked. If your trampler is blocking or dealing non-combat damage, trample doesn't do anything special. So, in summary, with trample, your big beasties can smash through blockers and still hit your opponent. Just make sure you assign enough damage to the blockers first before trampling over the rest.
Okay, cool. So it worked. So let's go from the top again. So first thing we can do is we can do WhatsApp. So we can say hi on WhatsApp. And I've got this here so we can see what's happening. We've got the live logs on. Wish I could make this a bit bigger, but you actually can't, which is super annoying. So, Jace Bellerin at your service. What Magic the Gathering guidance do you seek? What to do if I have flying and my opponent has menace. Okay, here we go. Alright, this should be popping through. Hopefully. The live log should be coming up. There you go, execution. What do I do if I fly my opponent has menace? Perfect. So I've got the message. Oh, a classic clash of keywords. Here's how it plays out. Flying means your creature going to be blocked by a creature flying. Menace means your opponent's attacking can't be blocked except by 2 or more creatures. If you have a creature flying, your opponent has a creature menace. Abilities don't interact. So there we go. We can also do this with text message. So I can just say hi. Jace Bellerin at your service. What do I... actually, let's go. How does saddle work? Saddle is like a really weird and interesting thing. So I should see it come through here. So that was WhatsApp. So it's telling me that was WhatsApp. How does saddle work? Perfect. Gone through. So the execution's already gone through. So slight little bit of a delay because that's going all the way out there. So the response in is really quick because it's coming from Australian server. The response out takes a little bit longer. We've just got to go to the AI service over in the US, but it's pretty good. So saddle up, partner. Here's how the saddle ability works. Click and clear. Saddle is found, yada, yada, yada. So that works. Now for the big clicker, let's call in Jace.
Jace Bellerin, at your service. What Magic the Gathering guidance or knowledge do you seek?
What's the best way to build a Final Fantasy deck with Cloud as the commander? Okay, so I've put that on mute so it can't hear me. So you can see the call's still going. Might take a second because it's got to go. Like the call in is really quick because again, Twilio service here in Australia. the call coming back to me a little bit longer. It timed out. Runtime application. So I probably need to add a slightly longer runtime there. So let's give that a little bit longer. I think there is a longer runtime we can get. Number of loops. I think there was a runtime we could do here. 13 seconds. Okay, let's try that one more time. We'll choose something a little bit quicker to answer. So the reason why that is taking a little bit longer is because serving in Australia, really quick. So when I call Jace, it's going to a Twilio server. That is really quick. When I ask it to, like, the question, it's got to then go over to the OpenAI because there's no service here in Australia. And so that coming back is a little bit longer. So Twilio server, really quick. OpenAI server, a little bit slower. So let's try that again. Use something a little bit quicker.
Jace Bellerin, at your service. What Magic the Gathering guidance or knowledge do you seek?
What's the best way to use the flying mechanic? And see, when we're asking something about the best way, it might take a little bit longer. So here I was like, what's the best way to build? So it's definitely coming in. It's just timing out because it's taking so long to get that back from. So we'll ask something a little bit faster, a little bit better.
Jace Bellerin, at your service. What Magic the Gathering guidance or knowledge do you seek?
What does Death Touch do? So I just asked something that's a little bit quick, like, what does this do, rather than like go and find all this knowledge and understand what's actually like happening. So here we go. Come on. No, it's timing out. Let's see if there's a much longer timeout we can give it. Transition. Let's go after like 25 seconds. Okay.
Jace Bellerin, at your service. What Magic the Gathering guidance or knowledge do you seek?
What does Death Touch do? So let's see if that comes back. It should be like much quicker to go find what that does and come back. So it was timing out like 23 seconds. So let's see if it goes a bit longer.
Desktop isn't a keyword or mechanic in Magic the Gathering, unless you're summoning a mighty desk elemental from the plane of office supplies. If you meant a different magic term or mechanic, let me know and I'll conjure up the answer faster than you can tap a sol ring.
What
if you're asking about something outside of Magic, just clarify and I'll be happy to help.
Yeah, so we haven't set it up, so it thought I said death like pen or something. So we'll try it. Let's try it one more time. It's always fun with like live demo stuff, right?
Jace Bellerin, at your service. What Magic the Gathering guidance or knowledge do you seek?
What does haste do? Okay, well, that's a little bit quicker, so hopefully it picked it up. And we can add in that conversational link at the moment. Like at the moment, it's just one way, so like one answer and then it hangs up. So we can add more in if we want the conversation to continue. Come on, don't time out. Okay, it timed out. It's taking a little longer for it to get back in, but let's try.
Jace Bellerin, at your service. What Magic the Gathering guidance or knowledge do you seek?
What does haste do? Let's say lucky last. I didn't publish it as well, so that was like slightly. Yeah. So are they actually coming through? Live logs keeps turning off, which is super annoying.
Heist is a sneaky new magic, the gathering mechanic that lets you pull off a little card cape.
I said haste, but heist
so you can
is
get
also
back to
good.
plotting your next big score. Heist is a triggered ability that usually
Yeah,
happens
it's
when a
working.
creature attacks. When you heist, you exile the top card of your library face down. Only you can look at it. Later, you can play that exiled card, usually for a limited time or under certain conditions, depending on the card's wording. Think of it as stashing away a secret card for a future play, like a thief hiding loot for the perfect moment.
Very decent,
Each card with
in-depth
highest will tell you
conversation.
exactly when and how you can play your stolen prize, so read carefully. In short, Heist lets you swipe a card from your own deck and play it later, giving you a sneaky edge over your opponents. Now, go forth and pull off the perfect magical heist.
Okay, so that works, which is great. So the next steps here, I would want to do. Now this is like all we needed to do for today, but there's a few like kind of next steps we want to do. And as you might have noticed too, one of the great things about doing this on the Twilio platform is I didn't need to go deploy that anywhere else, and it's just working, which is great. So the Twilio platform provides like that platform infrastructure to go and like be able to do all these things. So the next things I would want to do would be to, we've got a few next steps. The first one would be I want to make the conversation more than just, sorry, what is this? I'd want to make the conversation more than just like a single response, right? So the few things, increase like conversation duration basically. So we can see from the code. So what it's doing is like it's getting that body, it's providing the response, and then it's ending. It tells me how much I took up as well. So it's taking nearly 10 seconds, which is a little bit longer, but that is what happens with being in Australia. And whilst, as I said, whilst the Twilio server is here, AI server isn't. Okay. So first thing is to make that conversation like, so if I say, oh, okay, no, actually, thanks for explaining heist, but I actually meant haste. So be able to like have those conversations like back and forth, like not just execute after it provides one answer. The next thing we'd want to do is that last one was a really good example. Is like it said, oh, what about haste? Heist. I meant haste. So what we need to do is add an interrupter as well. So we want to be able to add an interrupter that goes, no, sorry, not heist. I meant haste. And it goes, oh, haste. Okay, here's what I meant by haste. So we also need to add in interruptions. And then the next one I want to do is change up the voice as well. So essentially what we've done with this is the Twilio flow, right? So the Twilio flow, being able to build this in the studio, relatively like low code. If we wanted to add in more, we would need to dive more into the code and be able to provide more of that context. So right now it's just like, if we get a response, we just like send that response out, and then it just ends, right? So it's return the AI response back to the studio. So it's just like, it just cuts and ends. So we'd want to do those few extra things. And to do that, we would probably need to bring in, to change the voice, we'd need to bring in like other tools and resources. And to do the interruption, we can do that in code as well. So let me just interruption to AI code. So there is a way to do it. So add token streaming and interruption handling is what it's called. Yeah, okay. So first thing I'm gonna do is basic, so latency. So we had that latency, and we want to add in that like interruption handler. If anyone is keen to have a look at that we've got like a bit of a tutorial on it here. And that would be like what I'd want to do for next steps. But for now, for this session, that's what I wanted to work on, and we got it working, which is awesome. So happy with that. And yeah, we'll be able to do more on hopefully the next stream and dive more into like how do we want to do it if we don't want to use the studio, if we want to go set up our own, if we want to do it all in the editor, say for example, if we all want to do it all in VS Code, we can do all that as well. So we'll do that on the next one. For now, let's go find someone else to go and follow. Send our raid over. Doug is doing some insane coding stuff. I don't even know what, like, it's just way too much. So, but let's go see Doug, because Doug is like the only person who's on the software and game channel right now that I can find. Oh, actually, someone else has popped up. Let's go. Raid B Holmesdev building Hubble, the next Notes React app. Okay, built with GPT-5. So let's go and do that. So thanks everyone for tuning in. It's been really good. Hope you enjoyed it. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye.